What's up, guys? It's your boy Keep It Real MMA. I just want to make a quick video, as you can tell by the title. If you're new, please like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support lately. Go run up my other video where I make a quick 2022 year recap. It's got a nice little picture of the #1 pound-for-pound steroid user in the world, Kamaru Usman, out cold. So yeah, please run up that video. I appreciate the support. Like I said, like and subscribe. And yeah, almost at the 100 subscribers, 2 subscribers away. So if you want to subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. And if not, thank you for just stopping by. I really appreciate you. So yeah, based off the title, a fight has been officially announced. Cory Sandhagen versus Marlon Vera has been made. Great fight. Better than Cory Sandhagen versus Merab, let's just say. But yeah, it's a great fight to have. I'm glad it's been made. Keeps the bantamweight division moving, keeps everything non-rigid, and just smoothens everything out. So I'm glad that it's been made. It's a great fight to have, and at the end of the day, it's a fresh matchup between two bantamweights that haven't faced each other before. I wouldn't have minded a Sean O'Malley versus Vera for like an interim title shot, I guess, because obviously I don't think it was a robbery based off the scoring criteria of MMA. O'Malley versus Jan, it was a robbery. So based off that, O'Malley needs another win in the top 10 or top 5, in my opinion, to get a title shot. And I think it would have been good to get like a interim title shot versus Chito to then determine who fights for the belt next. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be Chito versus, well, no, it is going to be Chito versus Sandhagen. I think whoever wins this fight gets the title shot, especially if it's Chito that wins. I think they should get the title shot. I think yeah, I think it'll be a great scrap, to be honest with you. It's the type of scrap that you want. Like I said, so this leaves probably Merab versus Sean O'Malley, maybe a Merab. I think that's a winnable fight for Sean O'Malley. Like, if it were to be Sean O'Malley versus Chito, I would pick O'Malley. I think he would beat Marlon in the rematch. Yeah, I think he could beat Merab too, but it's the grappling, you know what I'm saying? And Jan out-grappled him. I don't know. We'll see about that. But yeah, so it looks like it's going to be Merab versus O'Malley, supposedly. And then Cejudo versus Aljamain. And then, what's it called? Chito versus Sandhagen. And then that just leaves Jan by himself. So yeah. So yeah, it's a good fight though. Who am I picking in this fight? I am going to be picking Cory Sandhagen. I think Cory Sandhagen has enough movement in him to avoid the massive shots of Chito Vera. I think it'll kind of be like how Sean O'Malley was doing against Chito, but a lot more intrusive with his style, where he will attack, boom, 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 and then back straight back out, because Sandhagen has proven he can take a shot, and the thing is, like, also Chito has a granite chin, so I think what's going to happen is I think he's going to keep popping Chito. Chito will land a couple of good shots, but like, this is why I don't think Chito beats anybody proper in the top 10 anymore, like in the top 5, sorry. Because when you got somebody, right, who can take a shot, can pop you at range, and just constantly keep moving for 5 rounds and just continuously pop you until he gets to a decision or finishes you, what are you going to do? Because the reason he beat Font was because Font is chinny. That's the reason he beat Font. Font heavily outlanded him on significant strikes. Over 100 significant strikes he outlanded him by. It's just he's chinny, and Marlon has got a granite chin and just able to take the shots and throw back and land. Because he was losing the rounds pretty dominantly, and then he'd land that one shot right at the end of the round that would drop Rob Font. Obviously, same with Cruz. Cruz was winning most of the rounds before getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And Font is an older guy, like 35, 36. Cruz is like in his really late 30s, so they struggle to take shots. And the thing is like, Marlon's good at finding those type of shots, and the thing is, I don't see him dropping Sandhagen like that. Maybe dropping him once or twice, but that's about it. I don't see him dropping him throughout the rounds as they go. Even if it's a 3-round fight, I still got Cory Sandhagen. Actually, I fancy Sandhagen's chances even more, because Marlon's an extremely slow starter, and on top of that, if Sandhagen only has to avoid him for 15 minutes instead of 25, he has 10 extra minutes. He has 10 less minutes to worry about. So, but I'm still picking, either way, I'm picking Sandhagen. I think this is a good fight for him. A guy that's not going to really come with any takedown threat whatsoever. A guy that allows himself to lose the fight before he can land that perfect shot, and he's not going to land that type of shot on Sandhagen, in my opinion. I don't see it happening. When you got a guy who's a little bit longer than you and taller than you, it's going to be harder for you to land on him. And you can see with Sean O'Malley, right, he was struggling to land anything on Sean O'Malley. I don't think he barely did. Sorry for the cuts. Yeah, he barely landed anything on Sean O'Malley whatsoever. And when he even landed that very, very lucky perennial nerve kick on Sean O'Malley was piecing him up on one leg, hopping. Sandhagen, I think this is a pretty favourable fight for Sandhagen in terms of stylistic matchup. Can he take the shots? He was taking the shots off Song Yadong. And I know Song Yadong versus Marlon was a robbery. I know. But he still did extremely well against Chito. And I know MMA math doesn't work like that, but I'm just saying. Like, if he could take shots off Song Yadong, I think he can take shots off of Chito. Because Chito is a weight bully. Let's be real, he's a weight bully. He weighs over 165 pounds easily. He easily weighs 170. Something like that. Maybe like 169, 168. So, Chito weighs about how much I weigh. I weigh about 165, 168. Something like that. So he weighs about the same as me. There's no way that he doesn't weigh about that much, at least. He's probably in the 170s. Like, Aljo's in the 170s. So, but yeah, anyway. If he could take the shots off of Song Yadong, I think he can take the shots off of Chito. And it's not just that. Like, Song Yadong's a lot more aware of the space inside to land those type of shots. Whereas Chito's good at taking opportunities while he waits for him. Whereas Song Yadong's good at just charging towards you to create the opportunities, if you get what I mean. And it's hard to find opportunities against Sandhagen. You've got to kind of force the issue against him, kind of like what Jan did. Jan was losing the third round, but then he took the opportunity of getting inside and landing that spinning back fist to create something and dropped him because of it. And Sandhagen admitted, like, that's the first time I've ever been dropped. But, like, because it was a spinning back fist he didn't see come in. But he took the shot extremely well, and he takes shots well. And I don't see Chito landed enough to put him out, and I see Sandhagen winning himself a nice decision where he just pieces him up with kicks, jabs from the outside, maybe even tries to mix in some takedowns just to get Chito thinking, and just basically did what he did against Song Yadong. But I don't think it'll be as close as that fight. I really don't think it will. So I got Cory Sandhagen by 30-27. I got him by 29-28. I think he'll get dropped in the first round, but the second and third, or well, if it's a 3-round fight, if it's a 5-round fight, I think he'll win 4 rounds to 1. I still think he'll lose the first round, even though Chito's an extremely slow starter. I think he'll just land one of the shots out of nowhere. And then after that, Sandhagen will wake up and just win all the rest of the rounds easily. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Like I said, I'm going to try and pump content out now because it's been over a week since I uploaded. Obviously, I just uploaded my last video, though, but I mean before that. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Keep It Real MMA. See you guys in the next video. Peace.